Hey everybody, welcome to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. Dorkest Dungeon, more like. I just realized that Liza Minnelli, you've graduated. You're no longer Liza Minnelli. You're now Kate 3.0. I don't know why. My wife seems to be the character who's dying the most in the game. I promise it doesn't say anything about our relationship. She is buffed to 3-3. Complete 100% of room battles. So we're definitely rolling Nick at the back. Bear here. Did I get the level 3 heal for Bear? You know what? Forget provisions for now. Bear needs to get that level 3 heal, even though I can't really afford too much else. Maybe. I always over-provide anyway, so the level 3 heal at the bare minimum is what has to come out here. And then Nick will be occupying this spot. And honestly, I feel like Nick has to have his weapons upgraded. We actually kind of do use them for DPS, but let me think about this for a second. We could roll Mathis 2.0 on this mission, and then swap Quill over into the other spot. Because we could roll... Do you have Holy Lance? You have Holy Lance. Not that we need Holy Lance, necessarily. Whatever. Let's try this on for size. We've got less healing, because we've got Bear, less reliable healing at least. So we should have higher... damage output, is my thinking. So we're going to be doing a cleanse mission. Is anyone already stacked? Bear's stacked. I don't like fucking with the trinkets that much. If they've got okay trinkets, I'm going to roll with them. I think we got one new one for Nick, I thought. We get like a Blight Stone or something like that. +1 speed, -1 crit. Who do I want to go fastest? I want Nick to go fastest because he has a double stun. So let's lower his crit chance to pick up the Speed Stone instead for a little bit of extra speed. Bear's ready. I'm not ready, so I need like the Sun Cloaks or whatever we had. And what about Quill? Does Quill have good stuff? He has a leper thing. Don't we have another new leper item? Thought we had like a leper only something. I don't want to lower his dodge. Bounty Hunter only, Plague Doctor only. There it is. Plus 10% damage, -2 accuracy. I think that's a pretty good play here. And why don't we go... I think we have a spare Sun Cloak, actually, and I think we have the Sun Ring as well, so we can just go, like, full light on this mission. So we'll give him the Sun Ring, and then we got a Sun Cloak somewhere here. Steady Bracer's alright, too. We'll just give him a Sun Cloak. Alright, we should probably also throw him in the sanitarium. And by him, I mean me. Alright. Go crazy. Don't mind if I do. That was weirding me out that I couldn't buy anything there. I was like, oh, we're going to do this mission with no food. Short mission. Let's take 20. That's way too much, isn't it? We got to click inventory to sell back. Oh, they must have patched that. We don't have to control click anymore. Let's take 16 food. With 1 camping, that also gives us 2 starvation with maximum food consumption during camping, which I'd rather do. 2 shovels. Well, we don't have torches yet. Let's take 16 torches, because we want to keep the light as high as possible for our Crusader to stay buffed. 2 shovels. Let's go, like, heavy bleed resist. Take 3. We'll take a skeleton key. I think that's good. Let's take 1 anti-venom. I'm sure we'll get a chance to use it. So we only spent about 4,000 actually prepping for a medium mission. That's actually pretty important to know, because we actually had a little bit more room to put some more people in the sanitarium, or maybe some extra stress resistance or something. The pack contains loot. Lovely. Some extra food. The pack contains loot. Lovely. Some extra food. And we still have light to the point where a Sun Cloak is going to be beneficial here, so this is pretty good. I assume that this is going to be very easy. We'll go for a Hue. A double kill right off the bat. Doesn't give us any stress relief, which was a little bit of a surprise to me. Vulnerability Hex, that's not going to pick up any kills, but the mark is fine, and pretty much guarantees that the Smite will finish the job with a 35 damage crit. Holy cow. Decent. We'll move into the next room. 100% of room battles. I mean, it's a short mission, or it's a medium mission, sorry. I assume that it's going to be relatively easy. Probably a lucky scout there. Honestly, I'd rather go this way. We could try to sneak around and do the way that we've already gone. Would have saved us a shovel. Please don't touch the Sark. Actually, you know what? Iron Maiden. We should have our occultist look at it, not our plague doctor, but I don't have a choice in the matter. The hero inhales foul vapors. Oh, he's fine. I guess we were right to have our occultist look at it. And we do have combat in here, right? No, okay, it's in the next section. 77 light. So we can totally go in here. There's no combat in here anyway. And then we'll start moving. More loots. Good for us. Holy water. I guess we'll try to purify something. And we're going to crank on a torch here just so that we're at good light when we get into this situation. No surprise, but that's okay. Bear gets to go first. Probably, unfortunately, Abyssal Artillery. If there's not 2 units at the back and nobody's hurt, Bear becomes pretty much a useless unit for us. I might swap him out on the A team for our other healer, but his other heal, like his heal is so good. What do you think? They have 21 HP each. Do we go for the blinding gas? 45% stun chance? Or the 78% chance to hit and stack up some real blight? I think we go for the DPS in this case, because we don't get the effect of a double stun. I'm just going to go for a chop. Ah! And we'll try to Holy Lance the unit at the back. Maybe not. We'll smite. Good enough for the blight to get the kill, so that's something we were hoping for. Uppercut Slice is going to push Nick back if he gets hit. It's super annoying. But that's okay. Bear can still throw out the heal from that situation, and I think Nick can do pretty much whatever he wants from there. Except Incision. But Bear's attack does more damage anyway, I think. He can't use a... Maybe we should roll Nick in the back and Bear in the 3rd slot so he's a little bit more useful. He can still heal. He just healed Nick for 13. At least it didn't crit. We'll go for just the maximum damage that we can do, basically. And then our Leper should be able to throw out a Hue and definitely get the kill on the back unit at least. Yeah, Nick can still throw out... Nick can still do everything but Incision. We could just give him something else, run Bear in the 3rd slot. I think that might be a preferential option. Let's give it a try for the rest of this floor, where I don't expect things to go too terribly anyway. No bleed? No bleed. Alright, so we're in a pretty great spot here. That's gonna get the kill. It seems like we end up in a situation where Bear just has nothing to do a lot. The volumes are desiccated and unremarkable. We're gonna have combat here. Let's burn a torch. We brought spares.
Spirits are lifted.
And this is where we're going to use our skeleton key. We only took 1. I really should start taking 2. So Bear can throw an Abyssal out here. 7 and 5 is, you know, probably about the average damage we'd expect. These guys have so much HP, I would love to intimidate one and push an Arbalist, or sorry, a Marksman forward. Oh, it even crit for 27. Well, it debuffed them at least. And the crit did so much damage that it doesn't matter. We'll go for the kill, rather than the blinding gas on the 2 at the back. That will kill if it blights. Nice. We've got 4 damage per round on that blight. It's actually getting to the point where that damage per turn is very meaningful, I think. Bear, you gotta heal yourself, dog.
The bigger the beast.
Alright, so that's gonna push these 2 up.
The glory.
We're gonna Holy Lance the one at the back. Not quite a kill, but very good damage. Dead weight will push us back, maybe. Hopefully we resist the stun. Ah, it didn't even push us back. It actually would have been a nice thing to get an extra Holy Lance out of it, but that's okay. Alright, Nick as the Plague Doctor. Plague Grenade does 2 to 3 plus the Blight. I think you should just go for the kill. Yeah, 3 and the Blight, so he's dead. Lovely.
A victory.
Bear heals himself. 6. What is that heal now? I didn't get a chance to see because I'm an idiot. We get the lucky-ish kill on that one, and now we just have the Bone Bulwark left to deal with. Which I think probably just 2 chops. Well, 2 turns anyway, should be enough to finish the job, so I'm not going to worry about throwing out like a debuff or something on him. We don't really have the time necessary to worry about that, I think. And kind of hope that would only do like 2 damage, so it would give Bear maybe a chance to heal himself, but not a big deal. Vessel only. Plus 20% heal received, minus 12% max HP. Well, hopefully we get to carry that, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. The key unlocks a hidden compartment where we find a lot of gold, a lot of crests. Is there combat in this room down here? There is combat. I think that's like the hardest combat that we face. So we should do this, and then maybe that's a good opportunity to do our camping. Who is our trap resistor? Nick has 45. I have 40. Quill has 30. Our occultist has 40. So Nick, that's you, buddy. Yep, that's not a huge surprise. Don't touch the books. Maybe occultist can touch the books? He doesn't have that much stress. A map is found. Okay, so we get a little scouting. Oh. Okay. Lovely. Well, if this is expected to be the most difficult room, 76 light, I'll do a torch just in case.
The match is struck.
22 food.
blazing
I think we should
star is
have you
born.
go like 1, 2. Hopefully we'll surprise them on our way in. Should have moved Quill back to the front. It's a relatively... I thought it was the hardest room because it just had monsters on it, but I guess that just means monsters, no treasure. Bear's gonna throw out a heal on himself for 9. We're getting to the point where it's a not insignificant amount of damage every time. 20% stun resist. Hopefully they both get stunned. Beautiful. Alright, so that really solves our stress-related problems here. Hugh has a theoretical chance to get 2 kills. Of course, if there's a dodge from both of them, then that's irrelevant, but the theoretical chance did exist, I promise. So we'll have to go for a chop instead. Oh, sorry, a smite. I had a pretty good idea that the smite was going to get the kill anyway, but... Alright, Nick in this situation will probably go for a Noxious Blast on a unit that I thought would be more likely to die. Oh, they resisted the Blight. We're going to go for a Hue again. Very close to killing the Noble. I don't know if they can do Tempting Goblet up this close. I mean, that's my hope, is that they can't. Ah! I was debating that or the heal on Nick. Probably should have thrown out the heal on Nick, knowing that we missed that, but, you know, what's done is done. Zealous Accusation we do mostly to prevent the overkill. Make sure that we get the kills on the units that we want to get. So that unit's dead. Next time... Oh, never mind. They resisted the Blight. Let's just go for the kill. I was thinking we could do, like, some self-heal bullshit, but... Probably better off to just... Wow, okay. Why Zealous Accusation? I don't know. Looked more ridiculous.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I need to stop taking so much, huh? I'll get rid of 1 anti-venom to take the sapphires. I don't know if we're gonna camp here. I mean, originally I was thinking about it, but we have like 1 more room with obvious treasure, which means we're gonna have enemies in it. It seems like that would be a good room to camp on, or the room right after it. And we know there's going to be a trap here, but the only person whose stress is in a dire position is Quill right now, and mostly that's because he started with it. Nicely done, Nick. Nick is really proving to be a very, very useful member of our crew here. Luckily, we can take those crests with us. Like, he has been, like, a clutch... Yeah, it's a good situation. He's been a clutch damage dealer. He's also been a great utility player. He's been doing some crazy good stuff. Bear can probably get away with an Abyssal. I know I say that a lot. The damage is not amazing, but it's presumably Nick will be going for both stuns there as well. We took 3 bandages, so this is where we start using that bleed. Come on. That wasn't even a crit, was it? Don't get stressed out over that nonsense. I think instead of going for the Holy Lance... because I think we're going to get a double stun anyway. We'll throw out a smite to weaken this guy, so hopefully the leper can finish him off. Unless he gets stunned. Ah, good resistance. Okay, didn't even get moved. Admittedly, it looks like the focus of our camp is going to be to remove stress from our leper so he doesn't get completely fucked. And it took the torch down as well? That's alright, we landed a hit with 20 there. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, and now I just realized Nick can't actually throw out a stun at the unit at the back. We should probably go for Noxious Blast. Maybe we'll get super lucky. They are blighted, so they only have 2 turns left in them at most, but obviously I would have preferred if things had gone slightly differently there. It's alright, we might have missed our stun anyway, so... he already threw the goblet, so we throw on this... Enchantress, she's gonna die next turn. She's got 8 blight damage. Throw out a Holy Lance on the unit at the back. Pretty nice. Enchantress will die when she gets to go again. Another 20 damage is pretty amazing. And we just have to deal with this guy now. Probably throw out a heal on Nick. 8 damage, or 8 healing. That's very good. They only did 1 damage to us in return, so if we could actually go a turn... extra. Even though our units won't like it, we can get some extra heals thrown out. Like, throw out another one on our leper here. That's pretty decent. And even, like, self-heal. He healed for 0. No, he healed... I make that mistake every time. And then he dodged that attack. So it ended up being a pretty good decision, but this can't go on forever. Because your units get more stressed out now. They changed that in a recent patch. They get more stressed out the more that happens.
Remind yourself that confidence is a slow and
Sure, I'm going to get rid of the
insidious
holy water, because I don't ever use it effectively anyway. Well, I'm lucky we got the scouting here. Do we have combat in that room? We don't have combat in that room. We probably have combat in this room and this room. So I'm thinking we can camp here without a problem then and get some extra inventory space.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Everyone's pretty much healed up. They got a little bit less stress. But mostly the stress has to be relieved from Quill. Yeah. So we'll reduce his stress a little bit. Self only reduce stress by 20 plus accuracy. Oh, that's awesome. So we still have a little bit of extra time left here. 7. Unshakable Leader is okay. Dark Strength is okay. We don't need any wound care. Quarantine. Suffer 20 damage. Everybody else has their stress reduced. Can we, like, suffer and then heal them back up? Because that lowers stress on almost everybody else that's left here. And we even have two respite left. Let's give us some extra stress relief. Alright, I mean, it's okay. We got a little bit of extra buffing here. Nothing too special, but everybody's fully healed. Nobody's very stressed out. If nothing else, we use that camp to make it so if we get lucky, we don't even have to send Quill to, like... Let's open this up, by the way. Unlocked it already. Contents are yours. 350 gold. Alright, well, it opened up another stack, unfortunately. I'm actually going to free up an inventory spot by eating on our Crusader. We still have 12 food, so we can starve 3 times and not have to worry about it. Sounds like things are not going that well for Kate back there. Please don't open this. Thank you. The sack's contents are yours. We can stack that up. Are we out of shovels? Yeah, I only took 2 because it was supposed to be a shorter mission. We are going to have a little bit of combat, but we don't need to use a torch yet. We'll use a torch now. And we just need to be above 75. Oh man, the ghoul is a little annoying. A lot of HP. I don't know if I want to debuff him. Like, I don't know if this guy actually suffers many problems from being one place back, so... I think I'm just going to go for the kill. There's not much we could do about that dodge that dodge working there. That was a terrible hit. He got blighted for 3 points. That's not insignificant. And we just got rid of our anti-venom. Feeling like a really smart dude right now. Luckily, the gladiator will be killed sooner rather than later. Like now. Bear still has a turn to throw out a huge heal here. Ah, but it did inflict the bleed. But that's okay. We can always bandage out the bleed. He took 5 damage just from that. That's crazy. 17 damage is about a third of his HP. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It could be worse. Resisted the blight at least. Much appreciated. That is gonna stack up 4 damage per turn. Resisted the bleed, got healed for 3. It's a start. It's not really what I'm looking for, but it's a start. That's another turn down the drain. Nick gets to go again. Stack up 1 more blight, and you might get a kill. It won't. But he did get blighted for 8 points here. I'm going to go for the self-heal, actually. I know it sounds weird in this situation, but... I figured we would get to go first anyway. And we got lucky that we did, but... What's done is done, and it worked out just fine. We even got another skeleton key back. Now, we should not have any more combat in this next room.
In radiance,
What's our light at? 100. So I can't even justify like using another torch, but we can drop it if we want to pick something up soon. Oh, we're going to get another one anyway. Alright, we got 2 spells of combat here, but this could be the end of the mission. If this is the last room with combat, or like this room right here is the last room with combat. You can't see my mouse pointer, I guess. I'm mousing over the room with the treasure. If you find me, sorry, if you meet me at Grubb's Tavern, I will show you where the treasure is hidden. Alright, these guys have low HP. Hugh could get lucky. Oh, not so bad. Even a little stress resist there. He did the slash. He did the graveyard slash. The graveyard slash. It was done in a flash. The graveyard slash. He traded gold for cash. He did the slash. He did the graveyard slash. Anyway. The self-heal, I'm actually getting a decent amount of mileage out of it. Because now Nick is just a badass killer who doesn't care about anything but himself.
This expedition at least
We don't have enough to carry the food. Well, okay, tell you what. Quill will heal for 4 and then take the food with him. Don't touch the books. I don't know if anything good has ever come from us reading in this game or in real life. That's not true. I have a Kindle and it's become my favorite bedtime activity. Something funny? Decent damage. I'm usually just glad when that lands, to be honest with you. The thing is, like, I've been trying to use Intimidate, push people back, and then take out the lower HP guy. Why don't we instead just go for a hit? And then on 2 turns, we'll be able to push that guy up anyway, and we'll have taken out one of the tankier units. We're pretty much guaranteed to make it happen in 2 turns. Or we can just... Okay, I'm thinking we hit this guy. Bear with me here. Had a very good chance to get a kill on the guy in the front, but I figured Nick would benefit from being able to get a double stun at the back. Now, unfortunately, he did get a dodge there, but hopefully you understand my methodology in that assessment anyway. Quill's gonna be eating shit a little bit here, and that's gonna stress our whole team out a little bit, except for Bear, who's apparently just very happy about it. Hopefully Bear gets to go quickly. I mean, I kind of thought it was like his turn anyway. Coming up, he was the first unit to go, and yet he has not gone since. Probably Zealous here. Oh!
A singular strike.
Well, that's why I'm part of the team here. I guess Bear just never gets to go. Oh, Nick! It was devastating. Thank you for the stress relief, man. Resisted the bleed, got healed for 9. This poor Bone Marksman, which, again, great name. But he just doesn't stand a chance in hell. He's not quite dead next turn. He chose to attack the unit that is, like, by far the safest. So we're going to take a little extra time to heal up our units to the point where they're going to be a little bit better off. Quill is pretty much, you know, not any worse for wear now. And since that landed, we got no problems. A little too easy. Trinkets and baubles. I really like that one. We're going to get rid of our bandages to take the emerald. Oh, and that's the end of the mission, so we're going to use our skeleton key to use to play the heirloom chest. We certainly don't need the shovel. What can we take? We can't take that 300 gold. Might as well just get rid of the torches. And I guess we'll go then. A medium mission that turned out totally fine. 7,000 gold from the quest. We ended up having about 2,000 and something when we left. So we got 4 level 4s now. Nocturnal. Oh man, you get worse when the light's high. That really sucks. But you're better against Eldritch. Natural Swing, plus 5 accuracy. That's a great buff. And Unyielding, plus 10% death blow resist. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. We need to do something here. We need to take some time. We have 19,000, so we got like 17,000 on that alone. We're going to send out the... Quill needs to heal. I would also like to send him to the sanitarium, because his speed is low when the light's high, which is bullshit. We're going to throw him in the sanitarium first to get rid of Nocturnal. Then we'll get rid of his stress. Who else? Like, someone from the A-team should have something removed. Honestly, Nick is looking good. Bears are mostly superficial. Might be worth getting rid of Torn Rotator Cuff. It's only 900. That's not so bad. Alright, what do we have a lot of? We have a lot of busts. Busts are used to upgrade the Abbey and the Penance Hall. Are they also used to upgrade the tavern? No, paintings. We actually have 7 paintings. What are deeds used to update? Our guild? No, it's portraits again. Blacksmith. Blacksmith uses deeds. All right, we're going to be buying a lot of upgrades, so we might as well get the cost decrease. Can we also get that on the guilds? Yeah, I'm going to get that on the guild as well, because we're going to be using a lot of both of those. Still at 17,000, huh? So who's going out on the next mission? It'd be like these 4. Kate 3.0, J. Smith 2.0, Malls, and Mathis 2.0. This is like the 2.0 squad, which honestly should scare them a lot. The 2.0 squad is buffed out here, but let's send them into the guild. Kate, you're going to have some of your skills buffed. I think Barbaric Yop, its upgrade is just terrible. It makes the stun a little more likely. Let's do it if we can afford to do it then. Keep him as badass as possible. I mean, it's not expensive. All things considered. The Battle Ballad is getting up there. Let's throw Malls in here. She's a pretty important part of our overall strategy. The party heal kind of sucks, but maybe it's time. We're using it, so... I mean, are we using it? Yeah, we're using it. We could make the debuff better, but we already have like such a versatile selection here. Yeah, let's save our money. And then Mathis. You've already been buffed out a little bit here, but... I don't know if I even want to be using Duelist Advance on you, but that's okay. Apart from that, I think we're in a pretty good situation. We have 10,000 gold. Let's just keep that as a float for now. Nobody really needs stress relief. Nobody that's not... you know what, Dog? Well, we have the gold. I'm going to send Dog to the bar. Just to get his limited amount of stress taken away. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.